Good afternoon all. Today's topic is Fermat's little theorem. The statement of the theorem is let P be a prime number and A be any integer such that P does not divide A. Then A raised to P minus 1 is divisible by A. That is A raised to P minus 1 congruent to 1 mod P. This is the statement of theorem. For the proof, we have to consider the first P minus 1 positive multiples of A, that is the integers A, 2A, 3A, etc. P minus 1 into A. If possible, any of these two will be equal. Let Ra congruent to SA mod P for some positive integers R and S such that 1 less than or equal to R less than S less than or equal to P minus 1. Any of these two numbers is same. Since P is a prime number and P does not divide A, GCD of A comma P equal to 1. They are prime to each other. And by properties of congruence, we get RA congruent to SA mod P implies we can cancel A R congruent to S mod P, which implies that R minus S must be divisible by P, which is impossible since R and S are less than P. Hence, our assumption is wrong. Therefore, A, 2A, 3A, etc. P minus 1 into A leave different remainders when divided by P and they are P minus 1 in number. Therefore, they should be the numbers 1, 2, etc. P minus 1 in some order. Therefore, if R1, R2, etc. Rn minus 1 are the respective remainders obtained when A, 2A, 3A, etc. P minus 1 into A are divided by P, they are the numbers 1, 2, etc. P minus 1 in certain order. We have A congruent to R1 mod P, 2A congruent to R2 mod P, etc. P minus 1 into A congruent to Rn minus 1 mod P. We are dividing A with, then the R1 is the remainder, so we could write A congruent to R1 mod P and 2A, the remainder is R2, so 2A congruent to R2 mod P, etc. P minus 1 into A congruent to Rn minus 1 mod P. Now we are multiplying these last three congruence equations, all congruence equations. So A into 2A into 3A into etc. P minus 1 into A congruent to R1 into R2 into R3 into etc. Rn minus 1 mod P, that is P minus 1 factorial. ഇവിടെ 1 എന്നുള്ളതിൽ 1 ഉണ്ട്, 2a 2 ഉണ്ട്, 3 etc. P minus 1 into 2 into 3 into etc. So this is P minus 1 in factorial. ഇവിടെ a P minus 1 times ഉണ്ട്, so a raised to P minus 1. The R1, R2 etc. Rn minus 1 are the same numbers 1, 2 etc. n minus P minus 1 in some order. So this also equal to, this is same as P minus 1 factorial mod P. Since P is a prime number, every number less than P and hence P minus 1 factorial is prime. So prime to each other. So we can cancel both sides of the preceding congruence. So we get A raised to P minus 1 congruent to, but P minus 1 factorial cancel the 1 mod P. That is A raised to P minus 1 is divisible by P. We have so many corollaries associated with Fermat's theorem. Corollary. If P is a prime and A is any number, then A raised to P minus A is divisible by P. That is A raised to P congruent to A mod P. For the proof, if A is prime to P, then P does not divide A, then by Fermat's little theorem, A raised to P minus 1 congruent to 1 mod P. When this congruence is multiplied by A, we can multiply the equation, this congruence equation with A, then A raised to P minus 1 into A. So this is A raised to P congruent to 1 into A mod P. If A is not prime to A, then P divides A, that is A is a multiple of P. Hence, A raised to P is a multiple of P, so A raised to P minus A is again a multiple of P. And in both these cases, A raised to P congruent to A mod P. Next corollary is let P be a prime number and A any integer such that P does not divide A, then A raised to P minus 2 is the inverse of A modulo P. So for the proof, let p be a prime number and a is any integer such that p does not divide a. Then by Fermat's little theorem we get a raised to p minus 1 congruent to 1 mod p. This can be written as a into a raised to p minus 2, which is congruent to 1 mod p. Hence a raised to p minus 2 is the inverse of a modulo p. So this is Fermat's theorem, a raised to p minus 1 congruent to 1 mod p. We can split this a raised to p minus 1 as a into a raised to p minus 2. So this is the a raised to p minus 2 is the inverse of a. Next corollary is, if p is an odd prime and a is prime to p, then a raised to p minus 1 by 2 congruent to plus or minus 1 mod p. For the proof, since p is a prime number and a is prime to b, by Fermat's little theorem we have a raised to p minus 1 congruent to 1 mod p. And so a raised to p minus 1 is a multiple of p. Given that p is an odd number, so p minus 1 is an even number, hence we can write a raised to p minus 1 is, we can split that term into using the formula a square minus b square is a plus b into a minus b. So a raised to p minus 1 by 2 plus 1 into a raised to p minus 1 by 2 minus 1. So we know that a raised to p minus 1 is a multiple of p using Fermat's little theorem. That is a raised to p minus 1 by 2 plus 1 into a raised to p minus 1 by 2 minus 1 is a multiple of p. That is a raised to p minus 1 by 2 plus 1 is a multiple of p, or a raised to p minus 1 by 2 minus 1 is a multiple of p. That is a raised to p minus 1 by 2 congruent to minus 1 mod p, or a raised to p minus 1 by 2 congruent to 1 mod p. Combining these two, we could write a raised to p minus 1 by 2 congruent to plus or minus 1 mod p. Next we have problems. First problem is, find the remainder when 24 raised to 1947 is divided by 17. So we have to find the remainder when 24 raised to 1947 is divided by 17. We know that 24 is equal to 7 plus 17, which implies 24 congruent to 7 mod 17, or 24 raised to 1947 congruent to 7 raised to 1947 mod 17. We can write this as equation 1. Now, by Fermat's theorem we have 17 is a prime number, so 7 raised to 17 minus 1, p minus 1, 16 congruent to 1 mod 17. Now we have to find 7 raised to 1947. So 7 raised to 1947 is equal to 7 raised to 16 into 121 into 7 raised to 11, which is equal to 7 raised to 11 mod 17. Since 7 raised to 16 is congruent to 7 raised to, this is 1, so 1 into 7 raised to 11, so which is equal to 7, that is 7 raised to 1947 congruent to 7 raised to 11 mod 17. Let's write this as equation 2. Now we have to find 7 raised to 11 mod 17. For that we have 7 square is equal to 49, which is congruent to nearest to multiple of 17 is 51. So 49 plus 2. So this is minus 2 mod 17. So 7 square all raised to 5 congruent to minus 2 all raised to 5 mod 17, which implies 7 raised to 10 congruent to minus 2 raised to 5 is minus 32 mod 17, minus the nearest multiple of 17 is minus 34. So this is 2 2 mod 17. So 7 raised to 11 is equal to 7 raised to 10 into 7 mod 7, which is equal to 7 raised to 10 is 2 mod 17, 2 into 7 mod 17. So we could write the congruence, which is equal to, which is congruent to 14 mod 17. This is equation 3. From 1, 2 and 3 we could write, from 1, 2 and 3, 24 raised to 1947 congruent to 14 mod 17 using the transitive relation. Therefore, the remainder when 24 raised to 1947 divided by 17 is 14. Second problem is show that n raised to 7 minus n is divisible by 42. Since 7 is a prime, by the corollary of Fermat's theorem, n raised to 7 congruent to n mod 7. That is, n raised to 7 minus n is a multiple of 7. We can write this as equation 1. Also, n raised to 7 minus n is equal to n into n raised to 6 minus 1, which is equal to n into n plus 1 into n minus, we can factorize like this, n plus 1 into n minus 1 into n raised to 4 plus n square plus 1. Here 1 is a factor, so n minus 1 is a factor. Next one minus 1 is a factor, so n plus 1 is a factor. So we can divide it by the n square minus 1. N raised to 6 minus 1 by n square minus 1, we will get n raised to 4 plus n square plus 1. Now n minus 1, n plus 1 are 3 consecutive integers. Therefore, divisible by 3 factorial, which is equal to 6. That is, n raised to 7 minus n is a multiple of 6. This is equation 2. Since 7 and 6 are prime to each other, from 1 and 2 we get n raised to 7 minus n is multiple of 7 into 6, that is n raised to 7 minus n is a multiple of 42. Third problem employs Fermat's theorem to prove that if p is an odd prime, then 1 raised to p minus 1 plus 2 raised to p minus 1 plus etc. p minus 1 raised to p minus 1 congruent to minus 1 mod p. Since p is an odd prime, by Fermat's theorem we have Maths theorem, we have n raised to p minus 1 congruent to 1 mod p for any positive integer n less than p. We can take this one to left side, that is n raised to p minus 1 minus 1 is a multiple of p for any positive integer n less than p. This is the equation. In this equation, where we can put 1. Put n equal to 1, 2, 3, etc. p minus 1 successively and adding. We get, so if we substitute 1, we will get 1 raised to p minus 1 minus 1. 1 raised to p minus 1 minus 1 is a multiple of p. So next one, 2 raised to p minus 1 minus 1 is a multiple of p, etc. p minus 1 raised to p minus 1 minus 1 all is a multiple of p plus multiple of p plus etc. is multiple of p. So that is 1 raised to p minus 1 plus 2 raised to p minus 1 plus etc. p minus 1 raised to p minus 1. Now minus 1 etc. p minus 1 times. So this is minus of p minus 1 is a multiple of p. That is 1 raised to p minus 1 plus 2 raised to p minus 1 plus etc. plus p minus 1 raised to p minus 1. This is minus p plus 1 is a multiple of p. Now this we can take this p to right side. That is 1 raised to p plus 2 raised to p plus etc. p minus 1 plus p minus 1 raised to p minus 1 is plus 1 is multiple of p. That is 1 raised to p minus 1 plus 2 raised to p minus 1 plus etc. p minus 1 raised to p minus 1 congruent to minus 1 mod p. Next problem is, show that a raised to 12 minus b raised to 12 is a multiple of 1365 if a and b are prime to 1365. For the solution we have factorizing. We have 1365 is equal to, we can factorize these numbers. So 1 plus 3, 4, 4 plus 6, 10, 10 plus 5, 15. So 15 is multiple of 3. So divide by, we can factorize 3. Now we can divide by 5 and we can divide by 7. So this is 3 into 5 into 7 into 13. Since A and B are prime to 1365, they are prime to each of these numbers, prime to 3, 5, 7 and 13. Now 3, 5, 7, 13 are all prime numbers. So by Fermat's theorem we have a raised to 13 minus 1 is 12 congruent to 1 mod 13. This is equation 1. Now, so this is since 13 is prime. Now since 7 is prime, we have a raised to 7 minus 1, 6 congruent to 1 mod 7, which implies we could write a raised to 6 the whole square congruent to 1 mod 7, 1 square mod 7, or a raised to 12 congruent to 1 mod 7. നമുക്ക് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യനിൽ a raised to 12 ആണ് വേണ്ടത്, അതിലേക്ക് ആക്കാം not 17, 7. This is equation 2. Now 5 is a prime number. Since 5 is prime, we can use Fermat's theorem. So a raised to 4 congruent to 1 mod 5. Which implies we can take the power of 3. So a raised to 4 power 3 is a raised to 12 congruent to 1 mod 5. This is equation 3. Now since 3 is a prime number, a raised to 3 minus 1 is a square congruent to 1 mod 3, which implies we have to change it to power of 12, take the power of 6. So a raised to 12 congruent to 1 mod 3. So this is equation 4. Now we can left side is everywhere a raised to 12. So from 1, 2, 3 and 4 we get a raised to 12 congruent to 1 mod, എല്ലാത്തിനും 1 mod ആണ്. So 1 mod 3 into 5 into 7 into 13, that is congruent to 1 mod 1365. That is a raised to 12 minus 1 is a multiple of 1365. This is equation 5. We have up to equations 4. Similarly, b is prime to this 1365. So this is b raised to 12 minus 1 is a multiple of 1365. This is equation 6. Now subtract 5 minus 6 implies a raised to 12 minus 1 minus b raised to 12 minus 1 is multiple of 1365 minus this is itself multiple of 365. That is a raised to 12 minus b raised to 12 minus 1 minus 1 is plus 1 is a multiple of 1365. Next problem is show that 8th power of any number is of the form 17m or 17m plus or minus 1. For the solution we have two cases. First we have let the number is chosen as let the number be n. Then there are two possibilities. Either n is prime to 17 or not prime to 17. Then n may be prime to 17 or may not be prime to 17. So the two cases. So we can take may not be prime to 17 first. If n is not prime to 17, then n must be multiple of 17. Since 17 is a prime number, in that case n is a multiple of 17, and so n raised to 8 is a multiple of, is also a multiple of 17, or n is of the form 17m. Now the second case, if n is prime to 17, then by Fermat's theorem we have n raised to 17 minus 1 is divisible by 17. This is the n raised to, if 17 minus, since n raised to 17 minus 1 congruent to 1 mod 17. So this we could write as n raised to 17 minus 1 is divisible by 17. That is n raised to 16 minus 1 is a multiple of 17. That is, we could write n raised to 16 minus 1 as n raised to 8 minus 1, or n raised to 8 minus 1 is multiple of 17. That is n raised to 8 minus, this is plus 1, is a multiple of 17, or n raised to 8 is a 8 plus is a multiple of 17. That is n raised to 8 minus 1 is a multiple of 17, we can write, or n raised to 8 plus 1 is a multiple of 17m in the form of 17m. That is n raised to 8 is 17m plus or minus 1. Hence n raised to 8 is of the form 17m or 17m plus or minus 1.